Have you ever found yourself hesitating before that first glorious sip of coffee in the morning, wondering if your daily cup of joe is secretly turning your bones to jelly? Maybe you've heard a friend or family member warn you that coffee is bad for your bones, or perhaps you've read a headline that made you question your favorite morning ritual. It's a common worry, and you're definitely not alone. Coffee is one of the world's most beloved beverages, but it's also surrounded by a lot of myths and misconceptions, especially when it comes to your health and more specifically, your bones. So let's grind out the truth about coffee and your skeleton. Today, we're diving deep into the science behind caffeine and bone health, separating fact from fiction, and giving you the real scoop on whether your morning brew is a friend or foe to your frame. Here's the buzz. Some folks claim that caffeine acts like a sneaky coffee burglar, stealing precious calcium from your bones every time you take a sip. The story goes that caffeine increases calcium loss in your urine, which could, over time, weaken your bones and make them more prone to fractures. It sounds scary, right? After all, calcium is essential for strong bones, and nobody wants to risk osteoporosis just for a caffeine kick. But is this really the whole story, or just another health myth that's been blown out of proportion? Well, let's pause and look at the facts. What does the science actually say about caffeine and bone health? Should you really be worried every time you reach for that second or third cup of coffee? Here's the real deal. You'd have to drink about 5 cups of coffee a day. Yes, 5, before caffeine starts to have any noticeable effect on your bones. That's a lot more than the average person drinks. Most people enjoy 1 or 2 cups a day, which is well within the safe zone. Even if you're a serious coffee lover, you'd have to be chugging cup after cup, day in and day out, before you'd need to worry about your bones. Now, it's true that caffeine can cause you to lose a tiny bit more calcium through your urine, but here's the kicker. The amount is so small that you can easily replace it by simply adding a splash of milk to your coffee. That's right, just a tablespoon or 2 of milk is enough to make up for any extra calcium loss. And if you're already eating a balanced diet with plenty of calcium-rich foods, you're more than covered. So, unless you're drinking coffee by the gallon and skipping out on dairy or leafy greens, your bones are in no real danger. That's it. The solution is simple, and there's no need for drastic changes. You don't have to give up your favorite brew or switch to a sad, flavorless alternative. Just enjoy your coffee as part of a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So there's absolutely no need to panic or swap your creamy latte for a plain glass of water, unless of course you actually want to. Coffee can still be part of your daily routine, and you can savor every sip without guilt or fear. In fact, for many people, coffee is more than just a drink. It's a comforting ritual, a social experience, and a little moment of joy in a busy day. Don't let myths take that away from you. Plus, if you're eating a balanced diet with enough calcium, think cheese, yogurt, leafy greens, almonds, or fortified plant milks, your bones are probably just fine. The key is variety and moderation. Your body needs calcium, vitamin D, and other nutrients to keep your bones strong, and you can get these from a range of delicious foods. So pair your coffee with a healthy breakfast, and you're setting yourself up for bone health success. Unless you're chugging coffee like a rocket-fueled robot, think 5 or more cups every single day, your skeleton has nothing to fear. For most people, moderate coffee consumption is perfectly safe, and there's no evidence that it will lead to weak or brittle bones. In fact, some studies even suggest that coffee may have other health benefits like improved mental alertness and a lower risk of certain diseases. So, go ahead and enjoy your coffee with confidence. Keep sipping, enjoy your brew, and tell grandma she can chill. There's no need for anyone, young or old, to worry about their bones every time they reach for a cup of coffee. Share this myth-busting news with your friends and family, and help spread the word that coffee isn't the villain it's sometimes made out to be. Myth busted. Coffee isn't the bone villain it's made out to be. The next time someone tries to scare you away from your favorite brew, you'll know the facts. Enjoy your coffee, take care of your bones with a healthy diet, and live your life to the fullest. Cheers to strong bones and strong coffee. Here's to enjoying life's simple pleasures, staying healthy, and never letting myths get in the way of your morning happiness.